What is up, bros? So I got to play Operation High Stakes early, and I'm gonna cover all of the content coming, like the 3 new modernized maps, the new defender that can make the most insane setups that we've ever seen in Siege, the new weapon, which is a slug shotgun, new operator changes like Sledge getting a buffed full auto pistol, shield nerfs, anti-cheat updates, dual front refreshes, new ACOG changes, plus a ton more of new Siege X stuff. So let's get into it, starting with the new defender Denari. As you can guess, there's quite a lot to cover, so I'm going to be leaving timestamps down below just in case you want to watch a specific category and then come back to watch the video later on. I'll have all of that laid out, so if you want to watch just like the new operator or the modernized map sections, that's going to be down below. Denari is the new 3-speed 1-health defender, and he is bringing the most creative gadgets to ever come to Siege, called the Trip Connector. Like I mentioned earlier, Denari's gadget is wild. You have 7 nodes that you can throw to create any type of laser pattern that you can think of. As long as the nodes can see each other within 20 meters, they will create a laser line of sight to each other. And yes, if you can do math, then this means when you stack multiple together, they multiply, and you can create an Alien versus Predator style laser to one-tap attackers in the craziest traps that you've ever seen before. But more on that in just a minute. If an enemy walks into a laser, they will get slowed down for a few seconds and they will take 20 damage per laser. If a shield operator walks into a laser, it's going to do all of those things, plus it will instantly guard break them. You can use multiple of these laser nodes to lock down entire rooms, making attackers rethink their life choices, or you can split them up to have multiple laser traps all over the map. Kind of like a Capcan style, but you have the freedom to place these anywhere. Kind of like Royal Penguin said, you can put them between like couches if you want to. You're not limited to just doors and windows. My favorite thing about this op so far is the creative freedom that you get with him. If you want to play it in like a quote-unquote smart and sweaty way, then you can create those Capcan style traps that are hidden under windows that attackers can't see. You can create hidden nodes that can make paths through multiple rooms that force attackers to use utility. And you can even do this through melee holes. But you also have a ton of freedom, where if you want to play in a more casual and like a meme fun way, you can do things like dump all 7 nodes to create a Spartan laser of death down a hallway, and then when an attacker steps in the path, you can step back with the clash shield and essentially release the laser trap right into them. You can stack multiple nodes and create one-tap laser traps pretty much anywhere in the game. You can make long laser claymores in the middle of hallways, on edges of doorways, where even if you get killed, that would make your body disappear and then the lasers just insta-kill and trade the person that killed you. You can hide multiple lasers behind a zombie barricades, behind castle barricades that are prepped, and even through Goyos and Legion mines. The traps and creativity with this op were endless while we were playtesting it, and I cannot wait to figure out more creative ways to use him. I imagine the pros are going to have some ridiculous lineups for this because the max range of each node is 20 meters, so you can stretch these things across the map if you want. The funniest trap that we did so far was creating the fake Azami floor over a broken hatch and then baiting attackers to smack a maestro cam, making them fall into an Indiana Jones inspired pit of death. Some of these combos look absolutely insane, but fear not, because there are plenty of counters to Denari. Each one of his nodes can be destroyed by basically any typical method. You can shoot them, punch them, blow them up with any explosive like a grenade or ash breach charge. You can Thatcher them, lance them, twitch them, samcam them, and you can even simply throw your drone or other utility directly at the laser, and that will actually disable it, but only for a few seconds. So if you have the opportunity to fully destroy them, you should do that. I cannot wait to see what the community comes up with this, and I haven't even gotten into his loadout yet, where he brings an entirely new weapon into the game, so let's check that out. For primaries, Denari is bringing either the Scorpion Evo or the FMG9. For secondaries, he has either the P226, but that'll have a 0% pick rate because his other secondary option is the brand new weapon in Siege called the Glaive 12. The Glaive 12 is a slug shotgun that is precise for destruction, does 63 damage, and can be fired insanely fast because it has 4 slugs before each reload. This shotgun doesn't have an ACOG unfortunately, but it is insanely fun and satisfying to use while not feeling too OP. Besides that, Denari has either observation blockers or a deployable shield. CGX promised 3 new map reworks this season, and they are delivering. Nighthaven Consulate and Lair are getting modernized with new destructible elements, updated textures, lighting, and materials. The maps felt really fresh with a way better flow for Siege's current gameplay. The environmental destruction just added more chaos and more angles, plus the new lighting and textures provide more hiding spots that we're prepping for in Season 3. So be on the lookout for that soon. There's some really cool impact trick lineups onto explosive pipes on these maps, and this is only the start, so be prepared for some really cool ways to play these sites soon, but I'm gonna save that for another video because we still have a lot of info to get into in this one. Dual Front is getting a second assignment, which is a new safe room style objective where once a system is activated, the room is locked down and you must hold it to extract 100% of the data. While that's going on, the other team is on the outside and they're trying to breach in to interrupt it. Once the system is activated, indestructible walls will actually come down and close off the paths, and then players are going to need to regain control of the safe room using creative siege methods. Completing that assignment gives you 2 checkpoints towards a capturable sector, so it's high risk, high reward, but I like this style more than the hostage Dokkaebi capture. There's an operator rotation this season coming with Dual Front, and they're going to be removing Thermite, Montaigne, IQ, Amaru, Kali, Grim, Doc, and Azami, but they are bringing in Ace, Raora, Tachanka, Clash, Oryx, Solus, and of course Denari. Losing Azami does kind of suck here because it was really fun to practice Kiba tricks, but Doc is not going to be missed as much since bro just lost his ACOG, which brings me to the ACOG update that you need to know about. Magnified scopes are being completely removed from every defender that is not holding a DMR or slug shotgun. This means that Goyo, Doc, Rook, Frost, Echo, Tachanka, and Castle have all lost their ACOGs completely. Very sad day for OG spawn peekers Doc and Rook, but we do still have defenders with good ACOGs to spawn peek with like Azami. There's a lot of operator changes, and first up is Rook. Rook may have lost his ACOG, but he is going to be getting the new buffed Reaper MK2, which is the full auto Glock. More on that in just a minute, but he also did gain a C4. Running around with Rook C4 felt really strange, but it was honestly a lot of fun. Roy was even experimenting early on with a C4 Rook trap, which was actually really funny because when a Rook armor gets taken, the number goes down. So you could theoretically be across the map, have a C4 below Rook armor, and then when you see the number disappear, detonate the C4. Besides that, since Echo lost his ACOG also, he is being sped up and changed to a 2-speed from a 1-speed. Legion lost his Super Shorty. Oryx and Pulse are getting the Reaper MK2. Sentry is gaining the TCSG12, so he's also gaining an ACOG in a way. Wamai is getting the Super Shorty, and Fenrir lost his Bailiff. On the attacker side, Sledge and Ying are getting the Reaper MK2, and Striker is getting the SR25. As you can see, the Reaper MK2 was given out to 5 more ops this season, and with that, it is being buffed by making it easier to control now, and it also comes with a sight. Besides that, we also have a shield nerf. All shield ops will now be more exposed when tossing throwables from behind their shields. Before, shield ops used to be able to just chuck nades and whatever else they wanted to while they were staying totally tucked in behind their shields. Now they have to pop a chicken wing out in order to throw it. So that's actually a W in my book. Blackbeard is getting 5 main changes. First, he's no longer able to ADS while rappelling into windows, which reduces his ability to safely engage while entering. We've probably all been in that situation when Blackbeard Kool-Aid Man rams his way through a window or wall next to you, so that's a good change. Second, he is going to be exposed while reloading. No more reloading behind his shield. He's going to take almost twice as long to cancel his ADS. That's going from 0.5 seconds to 0.9. His mags on the MK17 are being nerfed, where he's now going to have 5 less rounds in each mag, and his breach ability with his shield is being reduced from 4 down to 3. Up next, time for the anti-cheat. Ubisoft acknowledged that they saw a spike in cheating with CGX, and they are making it a top priority by reinforcing Shield Guard to focus on wall hacks and detection. They're also working on making new data points for accuracy to reduce false positives, and they're working on making their anti-cheat system sharper. Mousetrap is also leveling up to stop recoil tampering. If you're out here scripting your way to no recoil, your days are numbered. Overall, Ubisoft is monitoring the player protection system closely and reviewing long-term solutions. Voice chat is getting an automated moderation system that is designed to protect players from the most disruptive people out there. Players will first receive warnings for toxic voice communication, and then repeat offenders will automatically be muted. It's worth noting that disruptive voice behavior will also impact your player reputation. Privacy, or the streamer mode names, are going to be rolled out for console, and on top of that, all anonymous usernames will now be generated automatically, with real usernames being revealed to other players during the post-action report. So, toxic players or cheaters are no longer going to be able to hide by using the streamer mode or an anonymous mode themselves. Ubi is also going to be adding a feedback moderation system where players with respectable or higher reputations will be able to provide feedback on voice or text chats that they believe were mistakenly detected by the automated system. Basically, if you're a trusted player, then you have the opportunity to refine and change the outcome of an auto mod by giving your opinions on the in-game communications. We have new rewards for clearance levels and badges that I'm going to throw on screen here. Basically, the 3 new levels that you're going to get rewards are at level 70, 90, and 100, and the badges are for winning matches in an event and winning with a full squad in PvP. For new player onboarding, we have new operators in enlisted and field training. Attackers Dokkaebi, Gridlock, and Zofia are being added, and defenders Denari, Castle, Ella, Frost, Legion, Oryx, and Solus. Plus, Border and Lair are modernized and field training now. The marketplace is now going to support trading packs. The packs as early as Year 10 Season 1 celebration packs are going to be on the market, so if you have a stash of unopened ones, you can sell them for some extra credits. They also teased a new memento skin for the P90 via Doctor's Curse and the new high stakes seasonal camo for headgear and uniforms. Ultimately, I don't really consider skins new content, but they have done some really sick memento skins in the past, like Buck's Halloween one, so I figured it was worth mentioning. Besides that, there's some price reduction in op costs here, which is always a dub. These are the new prices for Grim, Ram, and Scopos. All of this is set for September 2nd, with the test server going live August 18th, and I'm excited for it. I am curious to hear your thoughts though, so be sure to comment down below, let me know. That's about it though, so I will see you all very soon. Be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I have a ton of Siege content coming out. I love you all. Peace.